I'm going to show you now how to finish off the Veloute Fedora, the chicken soup. So my chicken's been cooking for 40 minutes or so, my stock. I took the legs out about 10 minutes before the end, and they're like that. I chilled them a little bit, and I have got some of the meat diced into a brunoise like that. So I have now my brunoise of tomato, my brunoise of chicken, and I've also just lightly poached in some of the stock the brunoise of peppers as well. My stock has been cooking. Now I'm hoping when I strain it I'll have around about 500ml, which is how much I need for 2 portions. I have been skimming it, so it hasn't got too much grease on. So there I have the glasses. I have 400ml, and that should just about be enough because I'm going to put some cream in as well. So to make my sauce, or my veloute, which will become a soup, I have 20 grams of butter in here and 20 grams of flour, and I'm cooking it to the roux stage, to a blonde roux. So a little bit of colour, but not too much. Important you use the right size pan. Don't be trying to use a huge pan for this because you won't be able to do it successfully. So there's my roux cooking. My stock I know is hot because I've just taken it off the stove. I'm going to put a little bit of thyme in there. Be careful with the steam back. Make sure you get into the corners and you cook the roux out as you've been shown many times before. Then put the next bit in. Keeping it on the stove all the time. It's important you use the heat because you do need to cook out the flour and the roux. Next bit. The more work you put into this, the better your soup will be. It'll have a better shine, have a better consistency. So you need to stretch that gluten. Can you see how it's stretching there? Don't just put it all in and be lazy because your soup won't be nice. Keeping it on the stove, keeping it cooking. Because we browned our chicken and our mirepoix, that's why we've got a nice colour to our stock. If we hadn't done that, we could have an anemic, very pale soup. So I think we've got just about the right amount of colour on there, because when we put the cream in, it will go whiter. Bring it back to the boil, let it cook for a second. I'll just taste it, see what I get. Need some seasoning. salt, pepper, we're going to add just a little squidge of tomato puree. When I mean a squidge, I mean literally no more than that. Just to give it a little slight pink colour. Very slight. We're letting that cook. Put a little bit of soup on the peppers to heat them through. And I'm going to heat the chicken and also the tomatoes. We don't want them to be cold in our soup. Splash more stock in there. Cream, we need about 20 ml. Taste it again. Yeah, that's good. Now remember, this must be hot. Your bowls need to be hot. So mine have been in the oven. So I'll get them out. 2 warm, clean bowls. Make sure no fingerprints, and make sure the bowls are exactly the same. Now these are the old West Harts ones, but they're perfectly good. Okay, so with my garnish here, I'm going to put some chicken and some of the pepper and the tomato into each one. Try to get them even, so there's no fighting amongst your customers. Okay, and I'm going to give my soup another quick strain, just in case I had any lumps from the making of the roux. Might be an idea for you guys to do that as well, yeah? Well, you must be quick with this because you don't want it to get cold. Okay, so I have my 350, 400 ml, and I have my ladle, Jason, just show the show on that. And what I'm going to do, this is a 200ml ladle, 237. So almost fill that up. Can you see the consistency? A little bit of grease on there, which is a shame. It's come out of the frying pan, I think. And then the chervil, which I would advise you to pick in advance. To just put some ploushes around your bowl to give it some colour. Okay, and that's my Veloute Fedora, 2 portions. Go.